I wasn't able to make a video last week, but I was doing something really cool because I was at Faithless Forum. Faithless Forum was a ton of fun, and today, I want to share my experience. According to its founders, Faithless Forum is the first ever atheist YouTuber-run conference with the goals of building the community, encouraging collaboration, and fighting to promote scientific skepticism and critical thinking. It's a grassroots event that seeks to equip attendees with the tools and motivation to build a secular community with the power to change our world and encourage harmony and rationality. Thomas Westbrook, aka Holy Kool-Aid, said this about the event on Talk Heathen.
So this weekend we had the Faithless Forum in Dallas, Texas. It was a fantastic gathering of content creators. This conference, I would have to say, is the most fun I have ever had at an atheist or skeptic or humanist convention ever. People got to meet and hang out with all their favorite content creators. You know, we had Cosmic Skeptic, we had Rationality Rules, Rachel Oates. It's a long list. I feel bad if I list off the whole thing and forget people.
Shannon Q, Kyle, Prophet of Zod.
Kyle Curtis, Prophet of Zod, Telltale Atheist, Drew McCoy, or you guys know him as Genetically Modified Skeptic. And I think that everyone had a fantastic time. We had really good feedback, and we're hoping to bring it back in 2020.
Absolutely. And when you do, because I have absolute confidence you will, we'll be there. I want to say thank you so much for having us out. I had an absolute blast.
Yeah, it was great.
I absolutely agree with both Thomas and Eric. Faithless Forum was a ton of fun, and I plan to attend next year too. There was so much to enjoy at the conference, but some of my favorite events were the panels. There was a Q&A panel about how to deal with personal attacks, which featured Rachel Oates, Christina Rad, Shannon Q, and Zara K, some of the coolest ladies with YouTube channels. During the session, the panel gave some great recommendations for dealing with trolls and otherwise distasteful interactions in a tactful and graceful way. While they had some solutions for these situations that embodied a more positive attitude, they also showed that it takes both grace and guts to deal with personal attacks. My favorite line came from Christina Rad when she said that her response to insults is, "I don't care," and her response to threats is, "Okay, then do it." Sometimes you just have to cut through the BS. Another panel that was meaningful to me was the panel for how to live in a religious world and coping with extremists, featuring Prophet of Zod, Drew McCoy, aka Genetically Modified Skeptic, Owen Morgan, aka Telltale, and Paul, aka Apologia. This panel got real personal real quick. Each of the speakers shared something personal from their life that I was not aware of, and it reminded me that behind the pixels on the screen is a real person with the same questions, fears, doubts, and struggles as me. Although it didn't come as a surprise, the feeling was similar as I learned that, like me, many creators started their channels for their families. Whether as a way to share ideas, undo indoctrination, or simply show that the decision to deconvert was not flippant, the reasons for starting a channel come from a place of love and a desire for connection. I can honestly say that my motivations are the same. I greatly appreciate the members of both these panels, and all the speakers of course, for sharing their experience, expertise, and for allowing themselves to be vulnerable and honest. It's this kind of connection that will bring people together to do good for good reasons. Speaking of connection,
A fantastic feeling of community.
I think the best part of Faithless Forum is the sense of community. Having deconverted from religion, I find that many of my roots and connections are in religious communities, which leaves me feeling out of place. My trip to Faithless Forum was largely motivated by the opportunity to be in a room full of atheists. The night before the conference, I met Jamie Boone at the hotel. Jamie is the president of the atheist community of Austin, and he gave me one of his business cards. I can only assume that what he said was scripted because it was too perfect to have been made up on the spot, and I think I've heard him say it before on his show, Talk Heathen. He said, "The C in ACA stands for community. It's no coincidence that the C is in the middle. Community is our focus. It's at the center of what we strive for and the center of what we do." This was an appropriate start to my Faithless Forum experience because it was a sentiment I heard throughout the entire event. Eric Murphy conducted an activity he called How Different Are We? During that activity, he acknowledged that many people are insulted, shunned, and even kicked out of home or community when they leave a religion. He said, "If your family has kicked you out, you have a better family now." I don't want to make light of this at all. Many of my closest loved ones don't know that I'm an atheist yet, but I don't suspect that I would be shunned or insulted by them. However, there are many who do experience very painful results when they leave their faith. A family can never really be replaced, but the sentiment is true and sincere. Faithless Forum itself is a welcoming and understanding community, and that meant a lot to me. When I met Drew of Genetically Modified Skeptic, he told me that his vision for the atheist community on YouTube is not one where few YouTubers lead the charge with a huge band of followers. He said he'd rather see YouTube saturated with atheist creators and voices sharing their stories and ideas with the community. And I have to say, Faithless Forum definitely created a more interactive atmosphere rather than a passive one. So here I am, one voice among many. Of course, it was cool to meet some people I already knew from their YouTube channels and activism, but I also met some really great individuals I didn't know before the event. If you aren't already subscribed to these channels, check the description below and do so. These people deserve it, and they won't let you down. I might even be doing a collaboration with a few of them soon, so look forward to some more videos and some new faces. I also met several awesome people who don't have channels, so this is a quick shout out to them too. Hey guys, what's up? To say that I'm already looking forward to next year's Faithless Forum would be an understatement. The event was an absolute blast, and I met some great people that I can't wait to see again. If you're an atheist looking for a sense of community, if you've left religion and you're looking for people with shared experience, if you're looking to think like a skeptic, or even if you just want to meet some of the prominent YouTube creators from the atheist community at large. I mean, I ate lunch with Cyrus the Skeptic. Like, for real, I went to Dairy Queen with Cyrus and his friends. #fanboy. Anyway, I hope to see you next year at Faithless Forum. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more content. You can follow me on Twitter at misplaced_faith.